If you're wondering how to carve a turkey, you're not alone. It can be an intimidating process, but rest assured today I'm going to walk you through step by step exactly how to carve a turkey, and it's not as hard as you think.
So once your turkey has finished roasting in the oven, you'll want to let it sit at room temperature for 30 minutes. This helps to lock in the juices, resulting in moist turkey meat. After resting, the turkey should be cool enough that you can use your hand to hold it while carving it. With the breast side facing up, I'm snipping off my trussing string. And now I'm going to remove the legs. I'm slicing through the skin to find the joint. And then we're going to pull it away from the body. And the idea is to cut through the joint. Takes a little wiggling around sometimes. And we're just going to remove the whole leg. I'm using a good sharp knife here. You can use a serrated knife if you prefer, but really any nice sharp knife will do. Now I'm carving this turkey on just a regular cutting board, but you would ideally want to use a cutting board that has a draining channel around the edge to collect any turkey juice. Initially, I let my turkey cool on a rimmed baking sheet, which collected the juice, and then I saved that to make gravy. I'm removing the leg on the other side now. Same method, where we're using our nice sharp knife to cut into the skin and loosen it up a little by pulling it away from the body. And then between slicing, pulling, and pressing away from the body, we'll actually just break this off and then slice it more cleanly away from the turkey. Now we're going to remove the wings. Pull one of the wings away from the body and slice through the skin to find the joint. Cut through the joint and bend the wing back to remove it. Again, this takes a little finesse to slice, bend it around, twist it a little, but we'll eventually break this off from the turkey, and then we'll just slice it to fully remove it. By the way, if you're wondering which part of the turkey is the white meat versus dark meat, the turkey breast and wings have white meat, and the legs and thighs have dark meat. So we'll just repeat this on the other side, slicing and bending to remove the wing on the other side. I don't recommend carving the turkey at the dinner table. As you can see, it's a messy process, so I find that it's best to do this in the kitchen and bring out the carved turkey beautifully plated to the table. Now we're going to remove the turkey breasts. Between the shoulder and thigh joints, use your knife to make a deep cut through the breast toward the breastbone. Cut along the side of the breastbone and follow the curved shape of the rib bones. I'm keeping my cutting board dry by dabbing it with some paper towels. If it gets too wet, it can become slippery and make a mess. And I did save plenty of the juices earlier, like I mentioned, when it was cooling on the rimmed baking sheet. So just continue to carefully work around those curved rib bones. And you're pulling at the same time to separate the turkey breast from the bones. This takes a little patience. It's a process. Use your hand or a carving fork to carefully remove the entire breast. And there we go. You might be thinking that I left a lot of meat behind, but don't worry, I will be removing that from the turkey as well. Now just repeat this on the other side and remove the other turkey breast. And just be careful, this can get a little wiggly here dealing with the turkey as you remove the meat. It just becomes a little harder to stabilize, so just watch that you don't cut yourself. And nothing from this turkey is going to be going to waste. I'm going to be saving the turkey bones and making a delicious turkey stock out of them. So I'm not going to be filming this part, but I will be removing every little piece of turkey meat that's on here as much as I can get off the bones. And here's all of our other turkey meat, which now I'm going to slice before serving. And if you won't have time to make your turkey stock in the next few days, you can always freeze it. To slice the turkey breast, place it on the cutting board. Slice the turkey breast on an angle against the grain. This is a test of how sharp your knife is. A sharp knife will really help to keep the skin attached to the breast meat. You can always use a little bit of a sawing motion back and forth. Make the slices as thin or thick as you like. Some people even like to use an electric knife for this purpose, to slice more thinly. Transfer the sliced turkey breast onto your serving platter. If I have a large group, I like to make 2 platters, one for each end of the table. If you have a smaller gathering, you can just pile it all up onto one large platter. Now slice the other breast. For the wings, I'm going to break them apart. That way more than just 2 people will enjoy the wing meat. Next, let's separate the drumsticks from the thighs. To do this, we're going to slice through the joint that connects the thigh and the drumstick. Takes a little bit of maneuvering here along with your knife. You basically just snap it to get through. And a little more slicing. I'm going to keep the drumsticks whole. They look nice like that presentation-wise on the platter. And then for the thigh, I'm going to remove the bone. So carefully use your knife to slice through and remove the bone so that we can get more servings out of the thigh. And of course, I'll save this to make turkey stock. Now slice the thigh in some lengthwise pieces. Usually you can get 4 to 5 slices out of it. And here's all of our beautifully prepared dark meat. Now I'm going to gather my garnishes for the plate, including some shredded kale. It looks nice to add some leafy greens like arugula. I like the dark greens. I think they just look really nice against the color of the turkey. I divided the turkey breast meat between the 2 platters, and then I'm just garnishing around that with the kale. And on top of that, we'll arrange the dark meat and some other garnishes. I'm going to be using a combination of kale, mandarin oranges, and fresh cranberries, but you can also use things like fresh figs, fresh thyme, sage leaves, rosemary sprigs, pomegranates, sliced pears or apples, or even little clusters of grapes. So now just arrange your dark meat on the platter, adding the drumsticks. And add the wings. You might be wondering where the gravy comes in. We're going to be serving that separately in gravy boats. Now I'm adding my citrus, and these are just little sliced mandarin oranges. And you can go around and fill in any bare spots with a little more kale or whatever dark leafy green you're using for your garnish. Now add the cranberries for a little pop of color. I don't know about you, but I think this looks so pretty and makes such a nice presentation on the dinner table. So thanks for watching and happy turkey carving. I'll see you in the next video.